Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special unboxing. I got lucky on eBay and bought a packaged Gamepad Pro from Gravis, which was sold around about 98, I guess. This one has a game port, so the Gravis GamePad Pro was also available in a USB version. And let's get started and unbox the Gamepad Pro. First I want to show you the box. It has some details about the pad. Here's some information. And there's also some information. That's what it looks like. And we have here first of all, we have a CD-ROM. Then I have here the gamepad itself. And I have the manual. And the most important thing, I have now the knob, which can be screwed in the thread here in the D-pad. So I've already missed this on my other Gravis gamepad. Now I have it. Because it's mostly lost in used gamepads. So let's dig right into the manual and see how things are done. And yeah, there's some information about the used Gravis interface protocol, and I guess this is the reason we have here the CD-ROM. There are special functions if you connect the Gamepad Pro with a Windows 95 or 98 PC. You have here on the back side that's probably better. You have here a selector switch on the back side where you have the grip mode. This is a Gravis interface protocol mode, and then you have a 2-player button and a 1-player button. And if you under DOS, you don't need the Gravis interface protocol mode. If you use this mode, a different protocol is used via the game port on the sound card, and you can activate under Windows 95 or 98 special functions. This is a kind of hardware which is delivered here with the gamepad, and this allows you to configure certain keys to buttons here on the Gamepad Pro. So it's special Windows software, and there are also ready made files for certain games. There's a list here: Air Warrior 2, F-22 Raptor, Firefight, Men in Black, Microsoft Flight Simulator, for example. And with this special software, it was possible to map keyboard functions here on keys on the Gamepad Pro. Pretty interesting stuff, but I'm more or less interested in MS-DOS gaming. So this time I don't run the CD-ROM, I'm just interested in the basic functions. And the basic functions are as follows. Here we have the special pass-through adapter for the Gameport. You put this in the Gameport, this side, and on the other side you can attach a second gamepad. That is particularly useful if you want to play two-player games, and therefore you have here a switch, one player or two player. If you have the selector on one player, you have here the buttons of the second joystick, so to say, mapped here on the gamepad. So you have, even under DOS special functions you can use. It's pretty cool. And if you are using the two-player mode, you can attach here the second joypad. So you have here only A, B buttons, and on the second joystick you have also the A, B buttons. So that's pretty standard and regular. But nevertheless, that are nice functions, because this is one of the rare joysticks or gamepads which are MS-DOS compatible and Windows 95/98 compatible. So this is kind of a certain special beast you can use nearly for every PC configuration up to Windows XP if you are still using the Gameport. So that's pretty nice. Of course I want to use the handle now because I missed it so long. The handle, if you can probably see it, it's not very well made. It's plasticky, and so I'm probably the handle stick broke very often when you reuse it. It is kind of force, but I must say it gives the joypad a nice feeling, so that's great. What I miss from the regular Gravis GamePad, as I see, there is no function for left and right switch, and there's also no switch for rapid fire. So that's kind of lame, because the regular Gravis GamePad, which I've already shown you in another video, has here this function left, right, and rapid fire. So I miss these functions here on the Gravis GamePad Pro. But let's see. I'm now going to attach the cable to my Gameport on my PC and do my little software running, and so we can see exactly how the Gamepad Pro is reacting under MS-DOS. Now I plugged in my Gravis GamePad Pro to my Gameport on my PC, and as you can see, there is my software running in the upper left screen, so we can monitor the functions of the Gravis GamePad Pro. I'm just going to start in the one player mode of the Gravis GamePad Pro, and yeah, let's see how the functions are. The red button is A1, the blue button is A2, there is B1 and B2. We have here the regular function on the steering. We have here R1 and 2 and L1 and 2. The R1 button is there's no functions, and the L1 button is also no function. On the R2 button is the A button with rapid fire, and on the L button is the A2 button also with a rapid fire, so we don't need to have a selector for rapid fire. We have rapid fire buttons here, and I also have here the select buttons. They all have only the functions that they are power button A1. When I switch in the curious thing, I don't have rapid fire for B1 and B2. I'm curious, that should be also mapped here on the shoulder buttons. I don't know why. And when I go to the two-player button here on the selector on the back side, I have A1, A2, and the B1 and B2 function is not mapped. Here is still the A1 button mapped on the start and select button. This is pretty regular, the steering, and I have rapid fire A1 and A2 here on the R2 button and L2 button. So when I put in a second gamepad like this here, which I've shown you already in a past video, you can now see that I can use it, and I have B1 and B2, and I have also rapid fire and on B1 and B2, so that's pretty great. I can now use two gamepads with the pass-through of the GamePad Pro, so that's pretty cool. The last thing I want to show you is the grip functions. When I switch it here to the grip functions on the function on the back side, you can see I get like automatic fire, and yeah, there's some kind of movement in the axis. I don't know. This function does only work with a special driver which you have installed here from the CD under Windows 95 and 98, but I'm just going to play and test this gamepad under MS-DOS. Probably I make a future video where I show you the other functions here with this driver and program on the CD. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day.